Okay, so here's the code. We have the same HTML that we've been seeing all along. This time we've introduced a different tag for an input of type button. This means we're going to have a button, a control button on the page. The value is what you see written on top of the button. So right now I will be creating the HTML for you. If you feel like you want to change it, just make sure you stay within, don't add anything if you're not familiar with it, just make sure you stay within the quotes. And what we have added, we have told this button that we want to be listening to the on-click event. If anybody clicks, if anybody causes the click event on the button, we want to execute, we want to invoke, we want to trigger an event handler, the code that is going to do something if the event occurs. In this case, the function that we're going to be calling is the on button click. That's the name of the function. Notice it has no parameters, but it needs the parentheses. And this could be any name you want it to be. So here is the function. So if I go to my file that contains all the functions, I've called it lab 11 functions A. All I have is a function called onButtonClick, and all I do there is I call the alert and display the message, you press the button. Okay, again, these two files are connected through the script tag that we spoke about last week. I have the source, I'm telling it all the functions are going to be stored in lab 11 functions, and this actually should be functions A. And when I run it, you see what we were looking at the previous movie. Okay, so please make sure that when you save this file, when you go here and you tell it to save it, if I were to modify it, let's say if I wanted to save this as a new file, please make sure you tell it that this file is a JavaScript file. You click here on this drop down and make sure you specify this is a JavaScript file so that it adds a JS extension. Otherwise, nothing is going to work.